I'm situated now. I'm a creature of habit, and I was not the host on my tablet, and I could not figure out how to do anything. It's fine. So we are recording, and I am going to teach you guys how I use my Connect app to follow up with all of my customers. Because for me, like, I don't go through at the first of every month and message every single one of my customers. I just don't have the time. I didn't make the time. I don't have the energy and the effort. I signed 55 customers the month before last. And honestly, like, that was draining and taxing, and that didn't make me want to take care of my customers. And that wasn't fun for me in any way, shape, or form. And so I had to come up with something else. Like, there's got to be a better way. And I was so against the Connect app when it came out because it was new. And I'm a creature of habit. And what I had was working. Like, I dreaded the first 2 days of the month, the last 2 days of the month, because I spent so much time contacting customers who never got back to me and updating their stuff. And so I learned the Connect app. And how many of you know that you actually can message your customers from your Connect app and that they're automatically put in there? Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I was using it for my team. Like, I loved the Connect app because it was an easy way for me to connect with all of my team. That's why I fell in love with the Connect app, because I could easily connect with all of my team members, and I didn't have to try and find numbers or Facebooks for 35 team members when I really quickly needed them all in the same spot at the same time. And then I figured out that all my customers are automatically put into my Connect app when they enroll. And so I was putting them into groups, and I was doing all the things with them. And so I'm not that super organized anymore. I don't put them into customers for March, April, May, and June. And when you look at my Connect app, you'll see all those groups. I don't do that anymore. They're all loyal customers. And so then when I was running for double, I realized I could message all of my customers at one time and boost volume. And then I started taking care of my customers from the Connect app, because me and Tamika sat down one day and said, what happened if we could just take care of our customers from the Connect app? Like, she learned that we could create our own scripts and save them in there, and we could figure out what day we wanted to send them a message. And we did that. We put our own scripts in. We said what day they were going to send out. And I've used that as my system every time since then. And so when they sign up, they get a message. Like, I send them their immediate message right away, and then they get one in the Connect app. And then they get one 5 days before their auto shipment. They get one 3 days after their auto shipment runs, or after their order runs, saying that it's been printed, inviting them to, I've got a new message. It used to invite them to the customer for life page, but right now when you click that link, it doesn't take them there anymore. And so until we get that sorted out, it's going to invite them to the December Get Fit calendar. And so it gives them a freebie. So that's giving your customers something extra that sets you apart from everybody else in this industry. And then it reminds them before their auto shipment runs, because I'm sorry, I don't check my emails. Like, I write it in my planner to check Tamika's email because she works really hard on it. But when companies send me emails, I don't check them. Now, I checked my one from Cosset today because I got it 22 times and it said my order was shipping 22 different times to make sure that my card wasn't charged 22 times. Now, if 22 orders for Cosset show up, I'm going to be in heaven and everybody's getting bath bombs for Christmas, okay? Because it says, and there's a printing label, 22 different order numbers. And if I just hit the jackpot on bath bombs, you all getting bath bombs for hopping on this call, okay? I know who's on this call and you getting bath bombs. But I don't check my emails generally. I have 10,000 unread emails in my email account. And I know that your green personalities are going crazy right now. And so then that tells me, if I don't check my emails, are my customers checking theirs that says your auto shipment's about to run? Probably not. And so then I had all kinds of angry customers when their auto shipment ran and they weren't ready for it, or it wasn't the products that they wanted. And so my text message goes out 5 days before their order runs. And I'm going to give you all my scripts, because the ones that It Works sends out, they're great, but they're not me. And so I'm going to give you those. I'm going to give you the ones that says, hey, I hope you're loving your order. The ones that remind them to take the before and after pictures, the ones that remind them on their second month, their third month, and the ones that explain the loyal program. Now that it's changed, it used to talk about the perks points. Yesterday, I edited it to be the loyal program for gold. Like, me and Brandy figured out exactly what silver and gold status meant, I wish Samara would have been on because me and Brandy were struggling. We was all wrong and we had to go look it up. We needed our note taker to help us, and it may still be a little bit wrong. You might have to double check that message. But I updated that one, and so I found that graphic, but I cleared out my Connect app, so it looks like yours. It's back to factory settings. I hit that reset button. I'm a little bit scared, and I'm gonna update mine with you so that way you know exactly what to do, because I'm gonna do it with you. So I'm gonna share my screen from my phone. So you're gonna need to have the scripts from that document, and we're just gonna update it together, and you're gonna see happy customers and way less work. Now, here's the thing, your KPI list needs to say, go into your Connect app and send follow-ups every single day. Because if you don't go in and send them every day, then you did all this work for nothing, because they don't send automatically. You've got to do that. And so I'm going to share from here. This is new to me, okay? So share screen. Only the host can share. Well, why? How do I fix that, Samara?
Change the host.
Change the host to my phone?
Yeah, okay. From your phone to what you're on now.
So I want to, no, I don't want to put myself in the waiting room. I want to make a host. Okay. Share screen. It's not working. Share screen to Zoom. Share screen. Aha, I figured it out. Okay, that's not the right app. That one is. Okay, so you're going to go into your Connect app. You're going to go down to My Scripts. Actually, the very first thing I want you to do is where it says follow-ups. You guys probably all have some in there. You're going to click those 3 dots and mark all complete. Okay.
So the one that I get, sorry, when I click on my follow-ups a lot, which I know I have them, but they're just, okay, so mainly all of them that I have, that I know I have, are ones that I sign up under other distributors. And so all of the ones that I know I have that aren't in my Connect app say no scheduled follow-ups for today.
Okay.
I need
to just mark them all complete.
Okay, well, yeah.
I'm going to teach you how to add everybody in there. And that way you can schedule all your follow-ups. And then I'll also tell you how I keep even people that I put under there, like how my customers still stay in my Connect app. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do before we can do anything with our Connect app is make sure that we have our scripts set up. So you're going to go to My Scripts. No, you're not going to go to My Scripts. You're going to go to the settings at the top and manage follow-ups. And then you're going to go to loyal customers. And you're going to go to add a new follow or my first month, day 1. Okay, we're going to change this because this is what corporate has in there right now. and we're going to click change the script. And then create a script. And so then I'm going to go back into my notes because that's where I have this at. And I saved it right here. So I initially send them the thank you so much. Here is your ID and password, because I don't want that one pre-saved because I'll never remember to change the password and the ID number. Like, so that one isn't going in my Connect app. But what is going in my Connect app is this part right here where it says, thank you. If you need any help or you have any questions, you need to say thank you for your order.
Can you send that link in the chat again, please? Because I don't know what happened. It just exited out of everything and I don't have it.
Somebody else, because I can't get into it from, oh, I can when I'm screen sharing because I'm not, just kidding, I can. I'm in 2 devices, okay? There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so this part right here, it says, thank you so much for your order, comma. If you need any help or if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We will keep in touch. As an added bonus for being a customer, here is the link to the Get Fit December calendar. And so that is the message that they get on day 1. And so I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to title it, thank you. I don't ever send them in an email, so I do not worry about a catchy subject line so that they will open them. They all go through text message. You're going to do LC for tag, and then you're going to paste that. And then I always put at name. Oh, crap. Okay, so you have to do at name first in here now before you can paste that. So at name, and then paste. Because it's too bright in here.
So we don't have to worry about the at name at all. It just automatically changes it?
Yep.
Okay. I was always deleting the at name and putting their name in it.
Nope. Love you too. Okay, and then because this is the first time that I have ever talked to a bunch of these people on my phone instead of Facebook, I always put, thanks again, Mandy, your It Works rep. That way they're like, who is this texting me and how on earth did you get my phone number? And so that's what my first one looks like. And so then you're going to click create script. And so then that one is saved in there. And then you're going to go back. And then right here, you're going to do change script. And then you're going to go back down to the thank you and add it. And then you're going to do select. And so now that one's going to go on the first day after they join, because it says how many months after the LC joins, how many days after the LC join. And you're going to click save. You already have scheduled follow-ups for this date. Would you like to use this one instead? Yes. And now day 3, reminder to take before and after pictures. So let's look at this one in script and see. So then we're going to go down here and it says 2 days after the first order. And this is the one I use. It says at name, your order has been printed and you will be shipping soon. If it hasn't already, you will get an email with the tracking number. And when it comes, be sure to let me know and make a post on social. I'm so excited for you. Be sure to take before and after pictures. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. Last, please join our Customer for Life Facebook page. And there's the link. If you check the announcements post, it shows you how to manage your customer account. Talk to you soon. And this has been super important for me because I don't want to manage all of my customers' accounts. I will if I need to, but I have some customers who I really just don't want to. And I would rather them know how to do it themselves. And I've had a lot of customers take over their own customer accounts and change all of their products themselves. Like as you start to enroll 55 plus customers a month, you don't want to be managing 55 plus customers a month, plus 55 plus customers a month, plus 55 customers a month. You want to teach them to be self-sufficient. And the Customer for Life page is phenomenal in teaching them how to use their products and like dripping in more products for them to use. We are working on making it where when you click that link that it takes them to the page it used to, but somewhere there's a setting that's been changed. So on my task list today is to make sure that that link works. So I'm going to keep sending that link. Now, when my customers are clicking it and it says that it's not working, I'm going in and making sure I add that customer because then I know they're looking for that page. And so this is one that I'm sending 2 days after the first order. I'm just labeling 2 days. I don't come up with catchy catchphrases. And you're gonna go back in. So how many months after they join? 1. How many days after the LC joins? 2. What script would you like to send? Change script. 2 days.
How do you get to that part where you do the pick the dates that it goes out?
So it's under your manager follow-ups.
Oh, okay.
So if you go back here, you're going to go settings at the top, that little round gear. And then you're going to go manage my follow-ups. And then you're going to go loyal customers. And we're doing first month follow-ups right now.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next one I have is 2 weeks after their first order, because by 2 weeks, they should have already gotten it and started using it. If they haven't started using it at 2 weeks, they're not going to want that same product on month number 2. Like, honestly, if you haven't started using something and it's getting ready to ship here in less than 2 weeks, are you going to want that exact same product? Chances are not. That's how you lose customers on month number 3 because they've got bottles of it sitting at home. And so that's when you want to find something that works in accordance with what they already have. And so I do just wanted to touch base with you and make sure that you got your products and everything is looking good. And at that point, they'll tell me, no, I haven't even started. And then I can start a conversation that looks like, okay, well, if you haven't started it, why don't we, like if they're doing ThermoFight, why don't we add the coffee to it so that you can get the best result of the 2 together? And then on month 3, we can change you back to the ThermoFight. So how many months after the LC joins? 1. How many days after the LC joins? 14. What in the world? I don't see it on there. Okay, so at this point on their first month, they're going to have day 1, day 2, and then their 2-week follow-up. And then you're going to add a new follow-up. And this one is going to be 5 days before the auto shipment. And I just leave the one that corporate has pre-programmed that just lets them know that their auto shipment is coming. Okay, so now we're gonna look at their second month. Does anybody have any questions on the first month, and did everybody get a chance to get it set up before I go too fast?
I'm still working on it.
Okay. That's fine. You can work on it while I look and see what's in here, and so I know kind of what we need to change. I lied. I don't send the one that corporate has. We did change that one. Okay, so the one that we used before it ships out says, hey there, your next order is coming up. What I love about our program is the flexibility. If you haven't already, I had to think about if I had to take that. None of my kids are in school. If you haven't already, be sure to log into your account. How to, and it shows the Facebook group under announcements, how to log into their account. You can switch up the products you are getting and the date that it processes if need be, or your order will stay the same unless you go in to change it. I'm happy to send you a few recommendations if you like.
I don't want, because then it'll show like black on the yellow and, you know.
So you can choose to use that one, or you can use this one, which I get really good responses from
So you get black of these and then you can get
this
color,
one too.
or you get black of all of them.
Color-coded for them.
The black light, the colors, I think.
Oh, for the other plates, but 45s
The
have to be the black.
45s, they're sold out of 45s.
Mika, do you know that you're unmuted?
No.
I'm like, who is unmuted?
We're buying some weights over here.
Oh, well, all right. Okay, does anybody else need any more time for this one? Okay, if nobody speaks, I'm going to assume that you're good on your first month. I can't see your faces. Well, I can see Tamika's because she was unmuted last, but. All right, so the second month, you have the 5 days before your auto shipment message that we just went over. And then the 14 days after their auto shipment runs. So I always start with this one, and I love this one. And it's just the one that is pre-programmed into your It Works app. I get tons of good responses from this one, so I leave it. It's just the one that says thank you. I'll read it for you. I have to go find it real quick though. So I leave this one in there. It says, hi, at name. I just wanted to say thank you again for continuing to order with me. This is obviously a home-based business and I do make small commission from every order. So I just want you to know I really appreciate you. I get a ton of really good responses from continuing to send this, and it does build relationships with your customers. So I leave this one in there the day after their auto shipment runs for their second auto shipment. So I do leave that one. And so here's the one that I do after the 2 weeks. So the 14 days after the first auto shipment, this is the one that I send. And it just says, everything looking good for this month's order. I'm gonna edit that just a little bit, actually. I decided I don't like that one, like at all. Okay, so I changed it. It says it's just at name, it's just me again. It's me again, just popping by to see if you're still loving all of your products this month. Let me know if you have any questions.
Wait, go back, please.
You want me to copy it for you? Let me pull it back up for you. Give me just a second. There you go.
We're good, thank you.
You're welcome. So then you're going to select it and then save it. And so then this one I delete because this is one we just did. It's just checking in on them 10 days after. And so it just gives the 3 for your those 2 months. There is not a person at my front door. I don't know what's going on. And then for the 3rd month, we're going to change this one out. Oh, we need to go in and put in the auto ship reminder because that one is not in there for the 3rd month. Mhm. So create a new follow-up. How did I do that one? Okay, so go into the 3rd month. So add a new one for the 3rd month. And then 5 days before it processes, add and then you're going to create a script. And just put it 3rd auto shipment. This is just a friendly reminder. It's about time for order number 3. You need to make any changes or need any help, let me know. That's not the right one. That's not it either. I saved it. I don't know where it went. There it is. Nope. You guys, I lost it. I saved it and it's gone. Like it's not in there anymore. There it is. Okay. Did everybody get their set up while I was finding mine? And then this is 1 week after their 3rd order. And so I changed this one. It says, yay, you've reached your 90-day mark and unlocked silver status. If you choose to continue ordering, you will unlock your gold status, earning you a free gift and free shipping on select orders, plus 10% off all future orders. If you want to turn off your auto shipment, be sure to log into your account, click auto shipments, cancel, and then go through the cancellation process. I appreciate your support and hope you continue to stay aboard with me. And so on here, instead of 14 days, they do it at 7. And then that gets them through their first 3 months. And then I use the ones that were pre-programmed in there for their third auto shipment for the 10 days of checking in. And then it continues to remind them on their auto shipment before it processes. So does anybody have any questions? Actually, before I stop sharing. So I'm going to show you what I do every single day. You've seen me clear them out, but something that you have to make sure that you go into every single day. Like it's on my KPI. The first thing that I do on my morning power hour is I go and send all of my follow-ups. And now the next thing that you're going to want to do is figure out what distributor, like there's pre-programmed ones in there for your new distributor, like what distributor training you want to do through your Connect app, because your distributors are going to get some too. And so I send my follow-ups every single morning. And so when you click follow-ups, like you can see that I don't have any because I already set mine out, but you hit send all and you send them individually to each single person. Now, if there's one on there you don't want to send, then you can look at it and you can decide not to send that one. But I send them every single morning, because if you don't send them and then you get to the point that you have like 99 of them, you're not going to want to send them all at once, because you're going to send that one person like 5 of them in a row. And so another thing, like this can be an amazing tool for you once you learn how to use it, and you can set it up any way that you want. Like I have groups in mine that says Ambassador 2020. That was my team that was going to take me ambassador. So then I have a masterminds group in mine. And so that's the people who were in a select group that I made. And so when I only want to message certain distributors to invite them to do something, then you can add those. Now, here's the other thing. When you're enrolling people through other people's websites, then you have to go and add them into and then program follow-ups. Like you have to do that. And so I don't enroll people through other people's website. I do support tickets and have them changed. Because if I wait 1 hour from when I put them in the system, I log into my customer's account and I do a support ticket and ask them to change the enroller and the placement, then they're moved and they're still in my Connect app. And I have not had any problems with it since then. So until that doesn't work for me, that's what I'm going to do, because that works for me. Now, you as a business owner get to decide if that works for you. And I also know that at some point they may tell me that they're not going to change the enroller status, and I get to live with that decision, because it's happened before. Like, because I just used to go in and do a support ticket from my end and ask, and now I have to do a support ticket from the customer's end. But like, I know at some point they may tell me that I've had too many changed and I can't do it. And so as a business owner, I get to know that that's something that may or may not happen one time down the road. But I just put in a support ticket and ask that it be changed, because you have 24 hours to change enroller status. But that also means that sometimes I forget to put in a support ticket and they get stuck on my front line. But you can go in and you can program follow-ups for anybody. And this other thing is that you have to go in, like if you're doing distributor ones, if they're not your personally enrolled distributors, you have to put them into your Connect app. And so like anybody who I didn't personally enroll, I've had to pre-program into mine, but you can put anybody that you want in your Connect app. And you can schedule any follow-ups that you want for any person. I'd go put Caitlin in as a customer if I wanted and schedule follow-ups just to show her how it worked. And so I will post this training as unlisted, and so you have to have the link to watch it. But that way you guys can share it to anybody that you want. But if you have questions, ask, and I can answer them. I'm not exactly sure what people wanted. I just wanted to help you put in your follow-ups for customers, because that's what saves my life. I just don't send them out at the beginning of every month. It's an unneeded task for me. You're welcome, Samara. And it saves so much time. Like, it's so easy for me to go in every single day, and then I can update orders as they message me back. And then when somebody needs a volume boost, I'm like, sweet, let me send out 392 messages on the last day of the month and see what we can pull in. That's how I pulled in over 1,000 volume in 3 hours. I turned off iMessaging. I sent my Hail Mary message. I said a sweet prayer, and I put my phone away for 40 minutes so I could let all the messages build up, which at name saves your life there. Because you can say Ashley with the phone number of, got it. I can go look in my eSuite to see who that is. Because I send it to all customers, whether they're enrolling or like whether they're ordering or not. I have customers who had canceled accounts that are like, yeah, I'll do a one-time order. Sweet, I'll put it in through my eSuite. Like, I don't care that your account canceled because you didn't keep your auto shipment on. I will order you coffee. Like, anything can work that way. I keep them all in there. I don't care if they have a canceled account. I send them a message. But you guys, can you just look at my hair for a minute? My friend does mental health days on Wednesdays where she wash and blow dries your hair. That's what she does all day on Wednesday. And it's clean today. It doesn't have coffee in it. It doesn't have honey in it. And it has been blow dried. And I am not the biggest hot mess for at least 5 minutes. And she like put a little curl at the bottom of it. I feel like the tiniest bit human. But any more questions? And then as you guys have questions, you can ask. Like, I just figured it out. Josh was like, you need to learn how to use the Connect app. And at first I said, no, I don't. I am not doing it. You cannot make me. And then I sat at home with Jade Hooper and Josh on my big screen on YouTube, silently learning how to use the Connect app after I blatantly said I was not going to do it because it was different and I don't like to learn new things. And I'm so glad that I did, because seriously, it has been a lifesaver. Oh, there is actually someone at my door this time. I don't remember ordering anything on Amazon though. My mom ordered things on Amazon, not me. It's fine. No judging, no judging. All right, so I'm gonna go make TikTok videos. Another thing I said I wasn't gonna do.
Mandy, you were gonna go get on the Diamond and Above call.
Oh, yes, I am. Thanks, Samara. I might make TikTok videos while I'm on it. It's fine. I'm glad somebody has got my life in order today. That's not I. So are you like my personal assistant? Is that what you are?
If you'll be mine.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Diamond and Above call, Cammie shared it in that 90-day push group or whatever, so everybody can be on it. She's going over compensation today.
Perfect. So I'm gonna go tell my whole, do you have an image handy for that? Will you share that with me so I can share it to my team? I'm telling you, Samara's gonna be my personal assistant. You guys, my hair is like super long.
I can't wait until I take my pictures on the 7th because it's 2-month mark since I started taking hair, skin, and nails, and I already know it's grown out about 3 inches since I started it. So
I have a standing appointment on Wednesdays to have my hair blow dried and straightened washed, blow dried and straightened. And we're gonna do pictures every week to see the difference. Cause I'm gonna take my hair, skin, and nails every night. Samara might have to remind me, but it's fine. My life has become something lately, okay? Like, did you see my post this morning? Haley's like, on the road to VIP is just, there's no sleep. Life is, it's something. You guys just get to bear with my craziness, all right? The next 90 days are going to be fun.
I'm down.
Okay, I'll just share all my things all the way. But seriously, this 30-day push group that me and Haley created is freaking phenomenal. Samara's like, what the hell are you talking about? So me and Haley Mattingly locked arms and decided that we were going to take, I can add you if you want added in. We decided to lock arms and do a 30-day push group for our teams, but I can add anybody that I want in it. So whether you're my team, like, I don't care. We did a 30-day push for anybody that really wanted to run, and we're doing content and all of the things. And so it's a chat. You go back in and respond when you're done with the tasks. Like, it's not a chatter chat, but we are creating more content. We're doing more Zooms. There is more things for you, but me and Haley Mattingly locked arms to do a 30-day push. Oh, if you use that document, you're gonna be mind blown when you get put in this chat. That document is nothing. But if you guys want in, I will go add you into the 30-day push. So we just decided that we wanted something more, and the two of us were going triple in the next 30 to 90 days. We're both pushing for triple in 30. And so this is the 30-day push part 1. There will be a part 2 and a part 3. And so if you guys want added, I will go put you in it. Oh, I guess I don't really need to be on Zoom on 2 devices anymore. Okay, I'll go in and add you now. I just got to find the chat because I was working really hard. Oh, I was like, why did the screen get bigger? I left. That's who left. Add. Samara. Larissa, did you want in?
What?
Did you want in?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's your last name? Or I know what your last name is. Why can I never find you?
It's Larissa Jean on Facebook.
I found you.
Okay.
It just takes me a minute to find you anytime I try to add you to anything. There you go. You guys can scroll all the way to the top. So how it works is I have odd days. Haley has even days. And so the night before, we will go in and we will post our tasks. We will post the calls that are happening for the day, like that we're doing. We'll post all your content, your slides, your everything. And then at the end of the night, you come back and tell us everything you've gotten done. And you'll see the 2 different personalities, and both of us come out, because you'll go look at what I did yesterday, then you'll look at what Haley did today, and they're completely different, which is totally fine, because that's what it's going to take for us to get to where we want to go, is to have a little bit of everything. And so you can take what you want from the group and use it, and it'll help you get to where you want to go.
Cool.
So, but that is what I have for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then you guys can take
so
what
much.
you learned from this call and teach your guys' teams. Because that's the amazing part about being a leader and hopping onto calls like this is you can take what you have and you can turn around and teach somebody else how to do it. Because I learned how to do it by getting on a call that nobody knew I was on. And then sitting down with Tamika and learning it so that I could teach it. And Caitlin and Asia telling me I had to.
Hey, I'm on, aren't I?
You are, and I'm so glad for that because there's nothing worse than people going, well, will you do a call about that? And then nobody's showing up. Or the people who asked you to do it never showing up to do it, which is fine because you guys got what you needed from it. And I'm glad that I can help anybody who needs help. Like, I don't care who they are.
And the thing is, when you're actually on the call, you can actually ask questions and actually show you how to do it or what to do at that time instead of having to rewatch it. And if it's recorded, I should say, which this call is. So, and rewatch it and then have to go and message the person.
So,
That's why I get
Alright.
on calls. Well, mainly one of the reasons.
well, and it's fun. Like,
It is.
being shut away from people where we can't just go, because somebody asked me the other day, well, can you like sell things in stores and in person and like to people you know? And I'm like, yeah, before we were shut into our houses, like I didn't do it on social media. I literally went to people's houses and like people knew me in town for that. Like I miss the world, like people and interaction.
Normalizing everything.
Right? Vendor shows were like the best thing ever. That was my favorite thing. Everybody knew, like, and they always have been, regardless of what company I was with, even when I was just making handmade items. Like, I was at every vendor show. I used to put on my own vendor shows. And now it's just not a thing.
It
Like,
might
we didn't
never
even
be
get
a
our
thing again.
Christmas party this weekend. We're supposed to have a Christmas party on the 5th. And I'm like, my husband's like, did you get anything for it? I was like, if mask mandate's still in, the company already told you we're not doing it. Mask mandate is getting extended from the 4th and for 2 more weeks. And so, no. So we had one, I was actually shocked on Black Friday. We had a very small vendor event, but it was just crafters, like handmade things, like handmade soaps and handmade.
They've had to like switch them so they're not vendor shows. They're like mobile retail stores. And then they have to like check everybody's temp when they enter the building and like manage how many people. And yeah,
And they're like boutiques.
mess.
They're not. Yeah.
You can do them, Mandy. You have your craft skills.
So
Your
here's
shirt
my thing
making.
with crafting and stuff is I like that to be a hobby and not like a source of income. Otherwise,
Well,
it's
yeah.
not fun anymore. So like the day when I popped out that like mass order of shirts, I had the worst headache by the time I was done. And I was so stressed that it wasn't fun anymore. And that's why I don't do photography anymore either, is when it's not fun. Like this is fun for me. This fills my cup, even though it's my main source of income. But like crafting and things like that, those are a hobby, they're a release, they're fun. When it becomes my source of income, it's not fun anymore. Like I just like to make them because they're fun or like 5 or 6 people want them. But when I made that lot of 20 some shirts, it was not fun. It was great money, don't get me wrong.
It was
But it was-
hectic, is what it was.
Well, and it wasn't even that it was like, because I thrive in chaos. It just was not, it was not the right kind of chaos.
It's not your cup of chaos.
Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye. I love you.
Bye.